All right now, that's the final claw. I do like having fun with some of the titles in this, and I hope you appreciate my humour. Today's episode is going to be mainly focused on the claws and the final composition. In the previous two videos we saw the clean-up work, the colouring in initially, and then the shading. This time around we're doing a bit more shading, but mainly focusing just getting those claws right, and then compositing with the background scene. Which, on that note, is something else I'm going to be working at some point as well. I'm going to be recrafting that and just refining that so it looks a bit better for when I put these characters on, especially when I do some adjustments. As I mentioned before, some of the footage will be a bit grainy, as when I recorded it, I did a live stream on Facebook and I was using my phone to record the screen. However, most of it has been screen recorded, so the quality will be a little bit better than the Frankenstein piece that I did a little while ago. However, I still hope you enjoy this video, and let's roll the VT. Now we're on to the main claws, the fists, the hands. Now I do need to redraw these hands. They're not completely as good as I would like them to be, but I'm just adding a little bit, again, definition shade, just to give them that three-dimensional look. The same goes for the feet claws as well, and as you notice I haven't coloured those in yet, so I'm also colouring the actual claws in themselves, giving that same yellowy effect that I had with the teeth. Now a couple of things I did notice when I was cleaning up on this or editing this video is on the left hand foot claw, the claws weren't quite facing in the right direction, so that's one of the things that I need to fix. Then lastly, what I'm going to be doing is just refining some of the details, adding any shines, any kind of additional things to make this character really stand out. And I noticed that mouth isn't quite in the right dimensions in terms of just the shaping part of it. Difficult to explain it verbally, but when I get to that and redefine this, I'll be able to show you that part. In this very last bit, I'm just adding a bit of extra shadow just to give it more definition and really give this a 3D effect before I composite onto the main piece. And lastly, here we are placing him in the background, adding some highlights and shadows so that he really blends in with the background and it looks like a full composition. Okay, so at this stage, this is the final part. This is all done, completed, ready to go. But again, just bearing in mind, at the time I recorded this, at the time I drew this, it was 2016. And at that particular moment, I had finished and completed this artwork. Since that time, I've grown better in my drawing, I've got better in my anatomy, and I look at this piece and I see the flaws and the things that are not quite right with it, and I really want to correct that. So while I love this piece as it is, I want to kind of reshape it a little bit, just so that this piece looks a little bit better. I do hope to, at some point, redraw the whole thing in completely, recreate it, give it a completely new look, but that's something for another day. But on this occasion, I'm just going to do some readjustments at some point. So do stick around for that if you do want to see how this turns out and how the recrafting does. For the most part, I'm happy with it. As I said, there are things that I need to work on and change, but for the most part, I'm really pleased with how this has come out. But what do you think? If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me to know that you are appreciating the efforts I'm doing putting these things together for you. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next episode when it does become available. And if you'd like to support the channel, I do have a buymeacoffee.com link down below. This will all go towards helping with the lighting and other things on that. But again, there's no obligation, and I'm just happy that you're here enjoying this video. Anyway, thanks very much for your time. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye now. Takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. You know, why can't every take be like that? Huh? Huh? This chair is really annoying when it keeps squeaking. doobish, 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 blah. Love, stop winding your freaking words. If you want to check out some of my other channels, I have a, I was going to say an art channel. So if you want to check those two out, let me tell you. All right, now that's the final claw.